not paying to put myself in a position where I feel stressed out, because then it's not worth your money.
Yeah, you go out
You
there.
go out there and then you're showing all these
and...
energy to people. You're bad energy, and it's like, who wants to be around that?
Yeah.
No one.
We got a breakdancer from Portland, Oregon. He's been dancing for about 18 to 20 years. He's in a crew called PCR, Portland City Rockers. He is known for his blow up and tricks, but most of all, his musicality. We got Bboy Doe Roc. We'll be going over his story, hiding in the breaking. If you find this channel valuable, hit that subscribe button, like it, share it. I'm your host, Tony47, and enjoy this episode. Yo, what up? We got one of the sickest b-boy here in Portland, Oregon. They call him Doe Roc. He's a gorilla monsoon, musicality on point beast. He's with Portland City Rockers, Vibe Tribe, AAO.
Oh, we go way back.
We go way back on that.
My first crew.
We got Doe Roc, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Enjoying the day. It's pretty nice out. So, yeah, I'm glad to be part of this. Thank you for inviting me, Tony.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, a little bit about me, a little context on this new channel and podcast. You know, I've been breaking off and on for about 17 years. I won jams, I judge jams, I throw in jams out here in Portland. And the context of this new channel and podcast is to, you know, kind of build from your knowledge, so your mindset, your inspiration, and most of all, just through this knowledge, through your visual lens, your eyes,
okay.
you know, kind of see what your kind of mindset is.
So where you want to start? Huh?
You know,
what topic you want to start?
Let's start by how did you get into breakdancing?
Oh, how did I get into breaking? You know, it's crazy. I saw breaking in middle school.
Okay.
I didn't thought I ever wanted to try that, because I thought it was cool. I thought it was dope. I know, but at the time I was dealing with so much crazy life at home.
Okay.
That all I was doing is connecting with a lot of my community at school, and my sophomore year, when I saw a friend did a flare, this was Olympic flares, not it was counterclockwise, or it was a clockwise. I think it was clockwise.
You know both ways.
I don't know what it was, but he had the nicest flare that really wanted me to do this. Wanted me to okay, I want to learn more about this. Because at the time at home, I didn't had a great lifestyle that a kid should deserve. You know, a good home, a good parent, a good foundation. You know, good. You know, but I didn't have that. So when I saw this break-in, it really took me to the heart. Nice.
Yeah. So when you saw those crazy Olympic flares, you got inspired.
I was not I was inspired to do it, but it was not I was fully inspired yet.
Right.
Because I didn't know how serious I would get into this kind of culture when I found.
For sure.
Yeah, when I found it,
yeah. So you're in high school when you saw the flares. You're roughly 16, 17 probably, or you said sophomore year.
Sophomore year, I really got into learning more about it, and I went to a battle called Reed College Battle.
Let's loop it back before. So when you got involved, did you link up with that guy that did flares and he taught you, or how did you get more involved?
He didn't
before
teach
the jam?
me.
Okay.
He just showed me, and it was just I want to do it.
Yeah.
I was man, I want to do this. I think it's dope. I want to try it. because it was like something like I have like ADD, ADHD, and then when something catches my eye, I'm like, I'm passionate about it, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it really caught my eye. I was like, man, I want to learn more of this. And I didn't really like learn. I learned from if we want to go this route, Twan from AO. That's my first crew.
Yeah, exactly. But I
crew.
think you were breaking before you met him, because I remember I met you.
I did break
before we met Twan, and then
I was breaking in Chris's basement.
Shout out Chris Moir. Soul Phase.
Soul Phase.
Okay.
That's when I was like, man, he even had a cousin who was into it too at the time.
Yeah.
It was not like we were just like doing it for fun. Like we were doing it in his basement, and then sometimes then we would go down to the park and we do it at the park, you know. But it was a lot of history around Chris Moir's.
Nice.
Because I went to school with him, you know, and when I met him, we had a good.
You guys connected and learned from each other and kept doing that.
Yeah, we just hanged out in the same circle of friends there, and I think that was my junior year.
Okay, so let me recap a little bit. So you got into breaking from, you saw a guy did some flares, you connected with him, and in your school you connected with other breakdancers such as Chris Moir, and
Nico
okay.
was there. Sure,
yeah.
Sure, you know, there was this kid named Ryan, too. Bones, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember him. He was part of all that.
And what high school was this again?
Centennial High School.
If you're around there, you're from here, this is some Portland history a little bit with Doe Roc, Soul Phase. This is back in the day, 10, 15 years ago?
Crazy, yeah. When I got into it, I was just so passionate about it. I always want, after school, like all I wanted to do is go have fun. So I always kind of like try to see what people want to hang out, go play basketball. Then there was this moment where I had ability to access to this stereo in the school, and when I grabbed it every time after school, we were by the auditorium practicing. Doing our thing. We were getting down. All of us, we were just getting down, wanting to do this, and it was dope. It helped me connect with good people that accepted me,
Yeah.
That even when I was a lot at the time, but I had a community to connect with. This brought me community.
Yeah.
People that I trust, that I have love for, that they gave me so much support through the times where I needed it, So, yeah.
Dope. Yeah. And so, connecting with the community of the dancers at your school, how did you convert to that jam, to the Reed jam? Like, did you somebody
what's crazy?
like?
It was a flyer that I saw. Then
okay.
Then I went. There was a couple jams I went to before. Like there was like import tuners, like the import shows. B-boys battles was happening. I was going to that, I remember seeing Roasty and Mighty and Roasty teamed up at the time. They were Missile Fists at the time, and I remember seeing young Roasty.
Yeah.
And when it's crazy is that I didn't know, I never really like met them. I just went and saw the battle and saw the cars and stuff.
Okay.
But I was enjoying it. I was like, oh, this is dope,
Yeah. Yes.
So that and let's go ahead a little bit into my senior year. That's when I met Anthony.
Okay.
Anthony was the key of like the gate opening of learning the culture more and going into the battle, more of the big battles, more of the serious battles, more like because
word,
he
word.
was the one that connected with Roasty, and when we were seeing Roasty, we're like, man, I love this kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I would like he like I want to be like that.
Yeah, he was raw.
He was raw. Like he was. Let's just say at the time he was like a gangster, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's not like a gangster. It's not like we wanted to be a gangster. It was just like how much confidence he had in it, you know, and
yeah, I think he
gave us confidence of wanting to do this and
for sure
to
he
love
definitely
it, you know.
Yeah, when interviewed with a podcast with Oscar, and he was brought up Roasty as well. So it seemed like he got in the game at a younger age than us, and
yeah,
the experience and the mentality of like battling competitions, and just his knowledge was so strong, and from when we were learning, and so we were learning a lot from him by seeing his moves too, and his knowledge. I remember, Anthony met him because he through a cousin. He's my cousin, and then he hanged out with Roasty, and that's how I met Roasty.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I think like all this is breakers, Twan, like we just all like kind of linked up and just wanted to practice.
Let's go way before this. That was the thing. I mean, our first crew was with Twan.
Yeah.
AAO, you know, he gave us a platform for us to even be part of the culture too.
Yeah.
Like, gave us an opportunity to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and be part of, and that's how I met Malik and Marco, Iceman. Like, after I left the crew.
Yeah.
Because I wanted more into it, and I want to learn more and get down with more people.
For sure.
That's who I connected with is Malik first time, and then Marco, and then Iceman, and then Roasty. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that was a little bit. So you got in the crew. So you from AO to were you in Vibe? Were you considered Vibe
at
that time?
Not.
Or was it just
I was
PCR?
solo for like quite a little bit after I left AO.
Okay.
Then I was getting down with, Marco, Malik, and Roasty. Like, they were showing me a lot of like histories around, and they showed me a lot of like VHS tapes of old battles.
Yeah.
Like dope raw Cypher videos they had on VHS. Like, it was like they were showing me so much history. I gotta thank them. I gotta thank Malik. I gotta thank Marco. I gotta thank Iceman. I gotta thank Rose. Those four gave me hope into how to express in the right way, in a way where, not say right way, but in a way where it's more authentic. You know?
Yeah. And from your dancing, if you've seen his clips, his battles, you definitely go all out and passionate with the music, and when you flow, you can definitely tell that you are super passionate when you get down, especially during the competitions.
I mean,
and you're having fun too.
Yeah, at first going in battling a lot, I learned a lot about myself more every time I battle. Like, I learned each and every one. Like, I learned the bad and the goods, and I try to adapt into more of a way where I feel more
open,
free,
free, yeah.
And in a way, I'm showing love because I used to be cocky a lot back then, and that just comes from going into the culture. You see, back then, people go hard.
Yeah.
People go hard on each other. Like, in ciphers, they talk shit, man. They don't give a
F,
and
Like they're about to fight, but
they're about to
but
fight.
it's not.
It's not that they're not fighting,
Yeah,
but
yeah. They get in your face. Yeah.
Our egos get in the way where we like sometimes we use our survival skills from life to express that in our in the circle, in the dance floor, in the way we call out these people.
Yeah.
Or it's probably not just because they maybe disagree from what they're doing or what they're saying, but it was more of like, I need aggression because I'm going through something in freaking life and I need to do it in a healthy way. In a way where I am putting out that energy, but in a way I'm not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I see a lot of that. It was a lot of like, it's all talk. It was all talk, you know?
Right. But it's all.
I mean, there was probably
dance,
moments where people push each other and all that, but
definitely gets heated.
it gets heated, you know. But I learned, you know, I used to be like that. It was just because of what I seen. But then you grow up. What's the point of putting energy in the negative and something more of like, how can we show a platform where it feels safe?
Yeah, totally.
You know
like,
what I mean?
You know, at the end of the day, it's always like, hey, are you really fighting for? It's technically you're battling yourself. You know, you're like your emotions, your all this built up stuff. Maybe you need to let go and just dance it off, or use all that negative through life. You could get heated, but at the end of the day, you know, it's all you, and you want to be the best.
And that's the thing
yourself.
is, I've learned, like, especially with the work I've been doing, I see how much the lack of support around communication in a way where I've learned that we're not all feeling heard.
Yeah.
And I feel like that needs to be more a thing in the community.
Do you say you express that through dance?
You can express through dance. You can express in a way where you sit there and you hear the person out in a way where you're not telling what to do, how to feel, or this. Just validating their feelings and making sure they feel they can trust you when they can actually open up to you. Because that's the thing about, like, we can go hard, we can show that we it's battle tactics and all that stuff, and
through your work, it's through communications and mentoring, is that right?
Mentoring.
Okay.
Foster, like, people go through the system.
Okay, and so you coach and mentor them, and you're looping at how it relates with breaking.
Yeah.
And how it helped you.
Yeah.
You know.
How it helped me. Yeah. It's an eye opening where it can build a lot of, like, good results around the next generation. You know, who wants to do this culture?
Yeah, it's
because in a way we all go through something different in our lives. You know, and we have to accept the difference. So.
Yeah, I mean that's where diversity. You know, that's where hip hop comes from. Just all the different varieties of culture bringing to the hip hop community. I mean, every step can be effective, but a different style.
Different style, yeah.
That's what, you know, your style,
and it doesn't even
my
have
style,
to be
everybody.
breaking, too.
Yeah.
It can be different culture dances like salsa, ballroom, or house, or it can even be not dance. It could be DJing. It could be music. It can be anything. Anything that it's an outlet of expression and art. That's what we lack in our community is art.
Yeah.
In our school and the access of it because of lack of money and funding. Like, man, that needs to change because if you look how many crimes are going around. Look how many kids get in trouble because of home situation they don't like and they don't like to see, but they go out and they be part of something that they feel like is community to them, but in a way they put themselves in harms. We need a place where when they're going through that, they have an art to go to, like something they can express that to, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
my expression, your expression, we definitely outlet it through one of passions is breakdance, and so breakdance and dance because we can once we hear that music, we the beat or it makes you feel a certain type of way where this day right now this song makes me feel groovy, maybe another song's make me feel wavy, or different structures and
just being goofy or letting yourself be goofy,
Yeah.
or like you don't. I mean, you can learn the foundation. It's good to learn your foundation. It's
for
good
sure.
to learn your history, and it's good to apply that into your passion. But just know it. You are a creator. We all are creators. We are here to create. You don't have to be in a certain way, to me at least.
Right. Yeah.
Like, what if, like, you think of a caveman, like,
Uh-huh.
he saw something weird, or he saw fire, or he saw a way to make fire, and he did it, though, right? Like, he created something, so we are here to create it. We are all creators, so it's more of being open to that and being, letting yourself feel like you don't have to be a certain way.
Definitely, because you're out there creating things. Anything is possible. Like you mentioned, caveman, the fire, even like let's say airplanes. Back in the day, some person was like, "Hey, I want to fly."
So
okay, now we got airplanes.
They created something.
And at that time, imagine all the impossibilities, and all the people are probably, "Hey, you can't fly. What, you crazy?" But this person did it and it happened. And so, just take that example that anything can be possible as long as you put your mind to it, create it in your sense of style, of your way.
It's not even just putting your mind to it, it's about how much love you have for it.
Yeah, that too. Yes.
It's if you love it, you'll get something out of it, man. You work towards it. You build growth around it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think of inside the box, things outside the box, taking other differences, ideas, and applying it in a way where you're creating opportunities for the next generation to create.
Adopt all the knowledge from everything else and create it your sense to build it.
But be real with you, things are getting to a point where it's been going. It's going. How do you say it?
It's getting lost.
It's not getting lost. It's more of a lot of stuff is getting done.
Lost. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
A lot of movements it's getting
for sure.
It's getting to a point. A lot of these kids are going crazy with it.
New generation.
And, it's getting it to a point where all these moves has been done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here. So there's some people out there. Sorry. Some people are out there.
And you're looking into like dance moves.
And like they're doing moves or enjoying themselves, and in a way, maybe sometimes they look like the certain type of people out there, right? Movements or like saying they're biters and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I get it. If they're doing a similar kind of movement, so. But here's the thing: is like a lot of these moves are going to be been done, and it's gonna keep doing it. People are gonna keep doing it. People are gonna do all these moves in a way where it can look like someone else, and we gotta accept that still too in a way where. Fuck the biting. Fuck this. I mean, I'm sorry, but like,
right.
This is it's like. You really want to push people away, don't you? Anyway, like even though they're not claim, maybe they, as long as they don't claim it's theirs.
Right. It's very
just knowing that, hey, he enjoyed that move. He enjoyed doing it. He enjoyed putting it out there. He had fun with it. As long as he's having fun with it, then you know that they're being true to themselves on the floor.
There could be two different controversial ways, though.
Yeah,
too,
it can be. It can be, and it's okay though. It's okay. But how I look in a way is like, let's have fun. Let's enjoy it. Who gives if they did something dope but that looks like similar to someone? Okay, well let them do it. You know. Maybe he'll be creative in the near future.
So like elaborate on that. It's like everything is getting evolved. Everything's pretty much been done as move wise. Now it's like, how do you create it into your style? And when I see it when people say biting, it could go. I mean, like if you're battling somebody and it looks exactly the same movement of your style, then I get that. I get that part. That part, yeah. But I mean, like, hey, you could do a 6-step, but maybe I do 6-step a little different. But if you look that's a conversation part.
Yeah, so it's just I'm not downplaying any people. You know, it's just more of like, hey, he's having fun, right? And that's all that matters, right? And is he smiling? Is he showing true to everybody his feelings or his energy, his presence? You know. Yeah. That's where you are winning to me.
It is 100% agree.
I mean, you don't have to win a battle to prove that you are a B-boy or
some people can do that to like strategic, trying to get in your head. Hopefully, but
it's a way. It's a
tactic, right?
So we gotta learn that there's tactics in here, and we have to deal with that, and that's okay because maybe they're not fully like.
The best thing to do is do what you feel and compete and do your moves the best way you can.
Yes.
All that stuff is noise.
It's all noise. Tactics. It's in your head. So I let people know like. You can use that in a way where you can throw it back at them. Yeah. In a way where you can show those judges that you are yourself in the floor and you are having fun and you're showing you, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah. And as for judging, you can see that in the person. Yeah. You can see by their movement. If they're just free with the beat.
Their energy. Yeah. It's their energy. Yeah. Whatever energy you're putting out, you just you get pretty much. Like you put bad energy out, you're gonna get bad energy back in. You put good energy out, you're gonna get good energy coming right back to you. For sure. It's just how it is. It's just
and like end of the battle or how you perform. It's as long as you're having fun and do the best you can, like. No one can take that away besides, yourself, right? If you messed up a move and got hurt about it, but, just get better next time and just do the best you can.
Yeah. We all, it's never perfect when we do our stuff. We always gonna fuck up something. Yeah. But we're always gonna mess up. It's never gonna be consistently perfect, but it's about how much passion you have and how much practice you put in and how much love you put it and give in. And then I feel like that give part is about giving more back to the community. Yeah. Because we lack on community. Especially because there's a lot of stuff people are going. Yeah. Like training for big battles. And hey, that's dope. I love, applause to that. I love what you guys are doing. You're putting the training in, you go into these stages and represent yourself and represent your city. But the thing is, though, when you lack on community work, how can you keep this culture going?
Yeah, sometimes you got to fall back where you started and into your own community and give back, definitely.
Even when I was 18, 19, I started teaching, even though I didn't have the teaching skills like right on point.
Yeah.
But I
definitely.
put something back in the community so that I can make sure there's youth and there's people more part of it, right?
Yeah. That's
Even though I could have like stepped away and just like did my own thing or practiced and kept practicing for jams or battles and all. But that was not my passion about that, because where I came from through this, it's about building community, and that's how I started with it. I built a community in my realm that kept me passionate about learning more of this culture, you know.
Yeah.
So we gotta work on community work. It's important. Because if we don't, I feel like it can die down if we don't have the next generation.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I've seen two different versions of people where like, different crews, different B-boys in the scene where they're like, yes, I got this move, but I'm going to not go to community practice. I'm going to practice underground and get my moves right. I mean, that's
whatever
a sense,
feels comfortable
right?
for people. I'm not going to say they're doing the wrong thing.
Definitely.
If they want to do that, that's fine. It's not that's if that helps them, hey, that's good. I'm happy they took a way where they set boundaries for themselves, where they feel like they can thrive and grow off of it. Because some people don't need a whole big community to dance with. They just need maybe one or two people, or one, or just by themselves sometimes. And that's okay, but you gotta think about more giving.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Not just be selfish for yourself. Be more given too, because we all have the knowledge to give.
Yeah, like I was saying, like there's people I've seen that are really dope, but for them not to get out there either through the community practice or jams, it's like, you got these like really good moves that we haven't, like, let's say you have a competition, like, it's really cool to see like a newer face and older face to get down to like give their moves and just be like, oh, whoa, I remember him. Who's this guy? And like, it kind of creates a sense be like, dang, this guy blew it up, or he has the potential to blow it up because you have all these creative or power moves and just like, whoa, it's really good to see you at the jam, at a local jam, because we haven't seen you and it's kind of a new face. So it kind of makes it a little bit fresh, and definitely, just getting on the floor to compete, it's more than just your mindset. It's also, people might want to see you get down and give back by your moves.
No, it's not about giving back by your move. It's about your knowledge, and how would you communicate with me at a jam?
Yeah.
In a way, we're learning from each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can do all these moves, but in a way, we're not really communicating full on. Unless you're showing a story through your movement.
Right.
When you're showing a story through your movement, then that's when a conversation can start too, and connect with someone.
Yeah, what I meant by that, it's like you get inspired by the movement, or it'll make the other person go harder, and then like you kind of vibe. It could go, could go heated. It can go, oh, this guy just blew up. I'm about to blow it up now. So
yeah,
it can be, so many different ways.
So many ways, but so many ways you can go about a lot of ways with this culture, but when you're trying to build the next generation, you got to build good communication in a way you're building connection.
Yeah.
You got to connect, man. You got to
definitely.
You got to share your knowledge. You got to your knowledge can help someone who's been through the similar ways they've been through, or you know what I mean? Like, it's,
let's say like that one at a jam, you're 5 words giving to like somebody they can take that with them a long way, but you don't even know it because you're just having a normal conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But to them can be like, whoa, this stuck to me like for 10 years, since now. But we don't know. Right?
Yeah. See, that's when you are you're doing something. You know, you're putting big impacts in people's lives, and they can go to you and be like, yeah, I learned so much from this guy. He has a lot of knowledge to give and a lot of life, you know, in general, you know, in life, you know, because sometimes we definitely need that person to talk to about life, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we go through a lot in our lives, whereas sometimes not a lot of people are like have the capability to give their energy to hear them out, you know, but just having that space, you know, it's helpful, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
kind of like an outlet to
outlet,
get out, you know, and do your thing.
Yeah.
Physically or, you know,
Yeah.
Through your emotions of dance.
I mean, so, this dance saved my life.
Yeah. Damn.
Honestly, this dance saved my life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
This culture saved my life. Without this culture, I would probably be dead. I would probably be lost. And I would probably be a person that I never would want to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, honestly, without even this and without therapy, like, I go through a lot in my life. And a lot of depression, a lot of mental health stuff, too. And therapy really saved my life, too, because therapy gave me a way of how I can express myself.
Yeah.
Vulnerability through this dance in a way you guys will understand wow.
Yeah.
This guy's been going through a lot. But in a way, like, I don't show it. I express it in communication, though, because sometimes you can't show that through dance, but just having that space, safe space, to feel not judged, to feel like, oh, you know, you are accepted, you know.
Isn't just, I guess, you know, break dance over such a beautiful thing, because when you're at like a jam or practice, I mean, everyone just kind of like speaks their own dance language. And you know, you just
I have to accept that too. Like, not everybody's gonna dance like me, or I can't expect people to be like dance like me, because then how can it grow if someone dance like me or just like me or just being the same? Like, there's no way, you know. We have to accept our difference of how we go about with this dance, and invalidate their you know their passion around it, you know. So everybody has their differences, and I accept that.
So you can elaborate some of this, like, say if you're starting out breaking, of obviously anything you do, you want to learn the basics, the foundations, and then you get more technical, more advanced moves, and then you get to like creativity.
When someone gives that space to learn or to try it, you know, or to feel like you're progressing. Like when I go to Step PDX for practice, and you know, on Sundays and Wednesdays, or sometimes I don't. Most of the time I haven't been, but like when I do go, I give so much props and good energy to everybody that they're doing good. Yeah. Maybe they think they're not, but they are. Like, they're putting their effort of their body on the line, of hurting their body on this floor, but they love it. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
You know, and I don't have to expect them to train like me or expect them to be a certain type of way. I just want to see them having fun and enjoying it. Like, if they love it and they enjoy it, I feel like they're real.
So here's a question. So, like, I experienced this when I was, you know, growing up, learning and breaking, right? And so, you know, sometimes as a noob, or you kind of validate, you feel like maybe a little insecure about your moves. So, like, at practices, for me now, I don't care. I do whatever I want. But before, I was like kind of a little nervous. Oh, you know, maybe I should I'm at practice, but I mainly just sit there, kind of stretch, maybe do a few 6 steps, chair. But then, like, I don't go, like, express a lot of my stuff where I would have a good practice. And so, have you ever experienced something like that when you first start starting into breaking until now? I mean, obviously now you express all your moves, obviously, and, you know, to give for experience now,
Yeah.
what I see is like, hey, those newbies, I don't really care you do as long as you break. Like, just you're here at practice, you got to practice, right?
There was a point. So. There was a point where I was like, I was only practicing certain stuff and not really like dancing. And this is like, remember the Eastport
the East Portland Community Center.
Dance
sessions.
Remember that dance session we had there?
Yeah, that was cool.
And that time I was like, I was kind of following more of, because I was solo, but I was like kind of still like on the AO kind of mindset still.
All right.
Knowing like I'm doing moves and all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was just doing moves and all that stuff. I was doing blow ups, but then I didn't know I was like loving it at the time, you know? Like I didn't know if I was gonna keep doing it. But it's more of like breaking out of the box and like having someone to like give you the knowledge of it, you know? Like Malik was one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Malik helped broke that gate,
Nice.
broke that cycle and made me love it more because of how much knowledge he gave me, and Marco him too.
Yeah,
you know. So like, but that was my way of adapting.
Yeah,
because I was adapting a lot of stuff in my life, you know, because I had to survive that way, you know. But yeah, there was points where I didn't know if I wanted to express a lot of the stuff, you know, but you know, you learn. You keep doing it, you keep going, and you keep being around it, and you feel more comfortable. Then you eventually break the box. You break that box out. You break out of the box.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, that's what it is, right? You kind of get to the section where and then somebody can unlock it and just you break out. Now you got you know, suspense to Doe Roc.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Well, suspense.
I know that was
oh man.
We got Doe Roc. His name is Spencer. Back in the day, we're like, oh, dude, suspense would be kind of cool because it's like play on his words on his name. But
and there was this.
That was just a phase, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is when I was getting down with Boogie and Andre.
Okay.
Like I was not like in a crew. That it was just like they kind of like took me in and like.
I think I remember that.
You know, breaking with them, you know, and learning from them.
And like Boogie and Andre, these are like Malik, Schoolie B. These are cats, you know, breakdancers here in Portland, Oregon. Schoolie B, PCR Vibe Tribe. He was an IBE. Malik's has tremendous knowledge within the scene. These guys been
not even just
down.
the knowledge in the scene. It's just like his experience in life and what helped him thrive to loving dance culture.
Yeah.
It gave me and it inspired me. A lot.
I love how
both of them inspired
the exchange
me.
of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So, and so go on. You were talking about Boogie and Andre took you in something else.
Oh yeah, what when they took me in, like, what were we talking about?
Yeah, the reason I kind of cut because like we got to narrate some of the viewers and audience to kind of picture like a mind story in their heads because we could say names, but they're like, who are these guys? So there's a lot of Portland scene breakdancing that we definitely.
We had a lot. We had, let me say, Asian community here. A lot of it was a lot of them braked.
Oh, the Asian community.
Yeah, the Asian community in Portland
for sure.
It was a lot of them were breakers. I had cousins. There's a lot of it's well connected too, you know, like where we all were hanging out. We're all in different crews, but we all hanging out and learning from each other, and that kind of like that gave me a start of like thinking like, yeah, we're all in different crews, but we all can kick it because we're all in the same city. Like we're all representing our city, and we all have the love for this culture. Why not show love from each other? You know, that's why I started like connecting with a lot of different dancers here. You know.
Yeah. Because everyone has a ability and power where they can help your knowledge in a different way from what they see compared to other people, right? And so and not just that, I mean, they're friends, they're homies, they're dancers. You definitely want to, if you want to keep doing dancing, I mean, you stick around with other breakers, obviously, if you want to keep doing it. And that's just kind of like everything in life, everything you do, right? And so, and it makes it more fun where more people that do it, or different schools. Like back in high school, hey, this guy's from Gresham High. We got people at Centennial.
We had
Reynolds.
There's a lot of schools. I remember going to different high schools and breaking. When I got, then when I got with Vibe Tribe and Malik and all them, I braked all around Portland, everywhere. We had a boombox. We go around the parks and.
Oh yeah,
we dance in like the cities and our Pioneer Square. There was times we were out at midnight till like in the morning dancing, from out in Pioneer Square. Like we were just because we loved it. We love getting down. We love expressing. We love dancing. We even used to go a lot of the nightclubs back then, and we learned how to house dance and. We just dance everywhere, pretty much in our city.
And then you guys did street shows, Saturday Market.
We did street shows from Saturday Market to last Alberta Street Fair.
Oh yeah, last Thursdays.
Yeah, I mean last Thursdays. I said last. Alberta
well, it is North Portland, Alberta Street, right? So.
But a lot of history around that. Like we had our ups and downs a lot. Not everybody has their good. Ups and downs a lot.
Yeah.
To our crew,
so,
but
at what would you say? Was your your jam? You're like, oh whoa, this competition is cool. I like doing this. Or you're like,
man,
does that take back to your first one?
I wanna be real, like, cause to me a jam is where I don't like school jams. Sorry.
School jams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like school jams.
Right.
I don't like jams where it's spread out. I like jams where it's compact, where the energy is right there. You know the best battle I love was Nocturnal.
Nocturnal
battles.
Yeah.
Because that was a space where it
felt... That was one of my first, battles over there.
That was like... It was
nice.
It was just... compact. You go in there, people are sitting on the walls, just getting on top and just watching, but the energy was there.
Yeah.
I actually miss that battle. I love that battle. I always love that energy of that place. That was a good I have experience going through my dancing career. Even though I went to like all these other big jams, like Massive Monkeys and all that, or like Seattle jams or like other jams in the city. All the jams we had was okay, but like to me that was one of my favorite best jams I ever.
Dope.
Because I felt like I was connecting with everybody, like in a good circles.
Oh yeah.
I learned a lot. I seen so much heated battles in that place.
Nice.
I seen so many heated battles in that place.
Nice. So was there do you have I mean, I guess I was going to ask you, what was your favorite competition? I mean, you said, the most thing you remember was the Nocturnal jams. Is there another jam that you most that sticks with you? I mean, I guess that's the same question I just kind of asked.
Does it have to... Is it more like b-boy?
Yeah, competitions. Let's just say, hey, when was like the most you were just like, wow, like this jam was really dope. I feel good for you.
Say like, because even though I entered the battle, But I was like, even though I was not planning to enter that battle, but I liked the pit, the first one.
Oh shit! No way.
Even though I got in the final,
You got third, and then
I got second.
Oh no, second.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
okay,
second.
okay.
Tombo
Yeah, that's
won.
right.
Tombo won.
Tombo won.
Yeah.
You got second. Kevin Lee got
He
third.
deserved that.
Merc.
I was so tired. I didn't even expect to go that far, but the energy was there. Like you had, even though like we could have just had the judges and like sitting by the mirrors over there by the
and then
there was a lot more opening, but we had the energy in one little circle and everybody was there. That was like that was dope.
Dope. I love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not spread out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of the visions. Like, hey, everyone's got to get like compact.
Yeah.
We got crowd the half side, the competitors on the half, the judges are kind of like in the middle a little bit, where it brings that energy together. Where we're like, oh, dude, this is like a fight going on. This is, you know, because you know I threw it right. So So one of the visions I had was actually I got it from wrestling, Royal Rumble.
Oh,
and so you didn't know, right?
Nice.
And I was like, dude, I want to make a concept. I keep thinking Royal Rumble, like because you know how everyone fractions and okay, they could be in together, but at the end it's 1 versus 1. They gotta what are they gonna do to get people eliminated, or like how crews are what they're gonna do, rather than team up strategic.
Man, see that's the thing,
right? And
I have to give you props on that because you brought something out of not just part of breaking. It was something outside of breaking that you used it in breaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I look into my dancing. So when I go dance, I'm gonna bring a character. I'm gonna bring a story, or I'm gonna bring good energy. You know what I mean? It's like, but I'm using other stuff from life and put that into my breaking. Like I express that into my breaking. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Like the other day at practice, there was this music that it was kind of mystery, kind of like investigation deep kind of music, right? So I kind of brought this kind of weird, I'm about to investigate something. I did something, I was investigating, and all of a sudden I was doing all these stuff on the beat with it, with the, and then I ended looking like I completed the investigation. It was crazy. Like I didn't even thought, it was nuts. Like I even felt like, whoa, what did I just do? Like I just showed a story, you know what I mean? It felt good, So when you're bringing stuff out of life into your, it's about that. It's not about just being part of certain, you gotta be certain movements and breaking. You can use so much into your movements,
Yeah, it turns into a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like you just don't think about, but it's you use something you use every day, and you use little pieces that you learn into your breaking.
Yeah.
So
even bring goofiness like Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? You bring Jim Carrey goofiness. Like you come out, you're like, "What's up?"
Do some
on beat. You know what I mean? But you're having fun.
Yeah.
You're having fun. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You're having fun. It's not about, dude, are you going to go to this jam and stress the freak out? Are you going to pay something to stress out? No. I want to go to a jam when I'm paying to go to a jam, I'm paying to go have fun.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm not paying to be serious. I'm not paying to put myself in a position where I feel stressed out.
Yeah.
Because then it's not worth your money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you go out
and then you're showing all these energy to people, your bad energy, and it's like, who wants to be around that?
Yeah.
No one.
You don't make top 16. Well, you're going to beat yourself about it, or you're going to be like, well,
you didn't pass the prelim. Who gives a frick,
man? Yeah.
If you're there just to win, then hey, I'm sorry, man. Newsflash, this ain't about winning. It's about sharing. It's
Yep.
about giving.
Yep.
It's about showing community. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? This was culture based on community.
Yep. Yep. By all the ciphers, everyone
Cypher.
vibing.
There was not even a
You know?
battle back then.
Right.
People
Yeah.
didn't battle back then. People were just ciphering. People. It was a space to build community,
Yeah.
build, connection, learn. Back then, they didn't have YouTube
Right.
to know who was
They
out
had to
there.
go to
They go to
different
different
cities.
cities
Yep.
and find them.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not like that no more. People are eligible
everything.
to talk to each other. And hey,
Yep.
it's okay. That's just how it was back then. So it felt more authentic.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I got this cat over in East Coast killing it. He comes to the West Coast, man. Like how hyped that is, right?
Right.
And nowadays it's kind of it's not authentic like that anymore.
Well, it's just not exciting as much. How it was back then, like how it's so exciting to go to this jam because we get to see this B-boy that I never thought I was ever gonna see. I saw it on VHS. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Lilu's gonna be here. Oh shoot! Rock's Right's gonna be here. Oh shoot! Lego. Like all these people when I used to grow up, like people were like look like ashes to ashes because back then we all had DVDs and VHS. When we saw these, we were like, I got my money together. We're going to go to this jam. I'm saving it. People were so excited. Even though maybe people are still excited to go to jams. I'm not saying they're not. But it felt more hype.
It definitely, yeah.
It felt
100%.
more hype to even be excited.
It was more mysterious. It was like, oh, well, who's this guy coming from here?
Right.
And you're more excited to see them versus like, hey, you can just watch them. I mean, it's always better to see in person, but you go watch their videos. Oh, I know what he's about.
Yeah, now it's consistent with like eligible access to see.
And then you're like, oh, I know his moves, or I've seen his moves.
Yeah.
But when you see it like for the first time, and
I'm gonna be honest. When you're in person, you feel more. It's more live.
Yeah, live.
Even still now, when you're in person, it still feel alive. Like. Seeing the moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though you can see it on, but when you put your mindset into when you're in person, you feel more better the energy than just feeling off a video, honestly.
For real. No. Yeah, agreed. And
you can sit here like, oh, that's a dope. There's a lot of critics and judging out there because of social media. People are starting judging more, saying things, making people feel like shit or all that and stuff. And I feel like that's the poison of it.
Yeah, definitely
in a way.
Can,
in
right?
a way. And part of it, I'm not saying there's a good, there's a bad,
Yeah.
Everything is a good and a bad. Even when you go to a city, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's all, in your mind, right? It's the noises and what you intake and don't intake. I mean, there's always people gonna say things. There's always people gonna give you positive or negative.
Yeah.
End of the day, you just do you and do what you're capable of, and block out what matters and doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No one can tell you what's best for you.
Yeah, only you.
Only you. I mean, people can sit here and say, "Well, this can happen. This could be best," unless you ask for those advice, then people there's a gate opening for them to give you, but to me no one can tell you how to feel or what's best for you, because you the only one that's what's best for you.
Exactly. No, it's truth,
right?
That's the truth. In the end of the day, all the fingers point to yourself, so that's just what it is. I mean, to move here, to move there, it's all you to do it and express those feelings. And how can you impact the community and be inspired through the knowledge that we've been, over decades of doing the dance, right? We started from noobs to more advanced, more experienced, right?
From noobs. We're noobs back then. We're about to be great in the near future, guys.
Yes, and through through dance, through hip hop, right? It's just it's a
Hip hop
lifestyle.
saves lives. I have to say that's the truth. Hip
Yeah.
hop, and not even just that, art
Yeah.
saves lives. And not even that, safe place for people to feel heard saves lives.
Yes. Yes.
And not feel like you tell them what to do, how to feel. Just being heard will save lives.
Yeah.
Trust me. The work I do and what I seen in communities, how much kids are hurt out there these days, or not having the outlets, needs that.
For sure. And, for the people and viewers that want to find you or follow you and get more in depth, maybe, through mental health or other abilities, because I know you coach and mentor that type of stuff. So if they want to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me through social media, like Instagram. Like, if you just type in my full name, like Spencer Unapom.
Okay.
You can find me through social media.
Okay.
Like, if you probably put it on your video, I can send you a link.
Yeah, definitely. I'll put descriptions and tag you into the description where if you want to get in touch more with Doe Roc Spencer here. Yeah,
man. I'm happy to be part of this. I'm happy to just share my knowledge. I mean, I still have a lot more to give.
Definitely.
If you want to learn more, you can reach out. Like, honestly, we need to show some more love and show more accepting differences, and give him a safe space to be vulnerable. And that's my goal. Is I'm working towards something that will build this community in a way will bring back art in the community.
Yeah,
it's well freaking needed because it saved my life. Without this, I wouldn't be me right now.
Definitely, man. I love it. Oh yeah, that was great. We learned more about you and through the community through this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you doing this too, and hopefully we can grow the world in a safe place. So let's
grow it and build a better community.
Let's build this,
and so
let's build this community. Let's build this love. With lack of love, there's a lot of hurt in this world that the kids are the mostly ones we need to put work in towards in our community. It's the youth.
Yeah, and so are you working on any projects, anything build up right now?
Not right now. I'm going to school, getting my education, so that I get all that full on. I have that under my belt. But once I get that under my belt, I'm gonna build something that will help give all the youth in our community an outlet where they can try art and experience what they are passionate about, and give the space to they can build towards credits, towards schools, towards some academy out in the world, So definitely. Not right now, but in the future.
Definitely. That sounds amazing in helping out others and new generations and children's and people that are in need, right?
Yeah, so, that's the next generations right now.
Wow, love it, man. Yeah. Love it. Dude, Doe Roc, it was so great to have you on. I know we can be talking for hours.
I got a lot, but you know what? If you want to learn more, I got more. We can sit down on a regular day. I can express all this, but
yeah.
That's all I can give right now.
For sure, man. Dude, love it. Love to have you on. We're out here in Portland, Oregon. If any breakdancers want to connect, you know who to connect. You can connect with Doe Roc, connect with me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys find this valuable, please share this, like this, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Blows up.
And I think with experience and just like realizing over time that like half the fucking value I get out of being at practice is not caring what anybody thinks and just having fun. You know what I mean? And you probably realizing that too. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I think with